I'm Alan Conway, and I'm a business streetwalker. Today, I want to share what I consider the new frontier, not to quote Star Trek or anything, but anyway. If we look at technology, and this is from a technology perspective, by the way, we look at technology and the advancements. The first thing obviously was the computer itself, the big mainframes, and it has been argued that without the computer, credit cards would never exist. But maybe that's a good reason not to have them. But anyway, the next phase was they shrunk them down to the mini class, and that allowed smaller organizations actually afford them and use them for accounting purposes. I mean, that was basically the biggie. It was either accounting or it was word processing. Those appeared to be the two major uses for this class of machinery. And then obviously the next big advancement was PCs, and obviously that changed the world as we know it, not only from a business perspective, but now individuals could also own computers. So that's a real short history of hardware. If you look at the software side of things, obviously, as I said earlier, accounting was the main reason, or manufacturing or job costing were the main applications. Very simple but functional, and obviously was miles ahead of using paper. The other thing that was instituted with the PC was the personal productivity tools, word processors, spreadsheets. Then obviously email became huge as well. And then from an information tool, we have the internet. No information, anything else, obviously. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at right now. And obviously, all organizations will tell you that with combination of their accounting and their spreadsheets and their databases and their word processing, they are a lot more efficient. The one thing that really isn't addressed by any of those systems is carrying out business plans, the execution of the goals of the organization. Obviously, you can report on how the organization's doing, but does it really give anyone the opportunity to say, "Hey, I know exactly what's expected of me for the goals"? No. The other issue is how easy is it for people in the organization to actually know how they're doing? Are sales hitting? If we have certain profit levels that we're trying to maintain, are we hitting those? How about quality? I mean, what's our return rate? What's our shipping rate? Those kind of things. How are we doing? Well, obviously, between your accounting system and a bunch of spreadsheets and time, you can come to the answers. There's another way that this can now be communicated, and we can do it visually through a thing they call dashboards. And you can create dials, gauges that basically will show what the goal is, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, and where they're at. So very quickly and easily, in about 2 seconds, you can look at a gauge and say, "Hey, we're on track. Hey, we're beating it. That's good." Or, "What do we got to do? We're behind goal." And these gauges, I mean, you can attach them to virtually any kind of information out there today. And it's not going to cost you $100,000 to do it. And you can start simple. I think one of the problems that people have, they look at all these business intelligent tools and they say, "Hey, we can do the whole organization. And it's going to be X number of dollars. It's going to be a lot of money." Now, truthfully, it's probably worth it and you'll get your return. But it's a big chunk. And a lot of times, especially in this economy, we don't have the funds to just go out and do that. So start with something simple. The other thing is how well and effectively do we communicate these goals down through the organization? Who knows what the goals are? And how do they relate to those goals? Well, there's other systems today now where you can put your business plan, basically put your business plan into a system and break it out by accounting or financial goals. sales goals, marketing, whatever those classifications might be, and then cascade it down through the organization so they know exactly what their goals are and when they have to have them completed by. Man, that makes a difference. I think it was Jackie Freeberg. She had stated that there was a study done that 70% of employees are disengaged, where she put it, Walking Dead. Well, is it their fault? Some people probably is. But it might be our fault too because we're not sharing what we expect of them. So, anyway, that's kind of food for thought. And I think it's the next frontier. It seems like all the other applications are pretty well covered. If you'd like to learn more, give me a call. You can also get additional information from my blog, which is allenconway.moguling.com. That's Allyn. And until then, or until we speak again, this is Al Conway. Have a nice day.